Hello there, and welcome to Everything Gaming. Today, we're going to do a retro review of Resistance: Fall of Man for PS3. Let's decide whether to revisit or retire Resistance: Fall of Man. Now, I remember I hadn't had a PS3 for very long before I picked up this game. It was one of the very early titles for PS3. It might have been launch title, but I don't remember. Now, I think the two first games I had were, Metal Gear Solid 4 and this one. Now, this is a first-person shooter, but it's not like modern ones. It's still probably considered a corridor-styled first-person shooter, but it takes place in a alternate history kind of thing, where you play a soldier who's infected, and instead of turning into this alien species like everyone else, he ends up getting these enhanced abilities, strength, healing, stuff like that, which makes him a really good soldier in the fight against the Chimera. Now, I do want to say this game has some really cool weapons. They've got unique features and designs, like for instance the Bullseye assault rifle, which allows you to shoot out a tag on an enemy, and then no matter what direction you're shooting, the bullets will fly towards that enemy. And then it's got other ones that can shoot through walls. It just has a very interesting arsenal of weapons. And one of the reasons that is because it's made by Insomniac Games, who is the creators of not only Spyro, but that's not important here, but Ratchet and Clank. And anyone who's played Ratchet and Clank knows that they have some really cool weapons in that game. And they brought that expertise to this first-person shooter. There are a few drawbacks to this game. Now, part of that, I think, is because Insomniac Games didn't really have much experience designing a traditional first-person shooter video game. Because, for instance, a lot of people were finally doing the regenerative health in that era of first-person shooters, but Insomniac Games did it a little differently. You see, you have these four segments of your health bar, and if you take damage, that reduces that segment to nothing, and it goes into the next segment. When your health regenerates, it doesn't do that last segment. So let's say you take a bunch of damage, you get down to one segment remaining, it won't regenerate above that until you pick up health packs. So that makes the game a lot harder. Another thing that makes the game harder is, especially in the last few levels, there are tons of enemies and hardly any checkpoints. And so you'll be fighting 70 enemies, and you'll die and have to fight all 70 of them again. That might sound like an exaggeration, and it very well might be, but not by as much as you think. Those last levels have so many enemies. But for that reason, this game can be quite difficult. I played it on normal originally. I died a lot. I did beat it eventually. When I replayed it just recently, I put it on easy, hoping for a smoother, just calmer experience while I was just enjoying the story and the narrative. But honestly, on easy, you'll still die a lot. Well, maybe not a lot, but enough to be frustrating. So keep that in mind. But one thing I really want to say about this game is the guns are fun and cool to work with. The story is interesting and engaging. And also just, the environments are well designed. It's really cool going through a, 40s and 50s era London, but while using these sci-fi weapons and trying to fend off an alien horde that's trying to terraform the planet or whatever. It's got cool things going on, and it is very interesting, and it is overall a fun experience. So I honestly think that this game should be a revisit. Now, I'm not gonna shame you for playing on easy. I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm the last person that'll shame you for easy. But if you're thinking of playing this game, honestly, normal's pretty hard. Easy's still kind of hard. Do what you want. But at least give this game a shot, because it is pretty cool. And it did spawn a franchise, which, come on, Premium. You gotta give me more to work with. How are these games not on there? Well, this has been Everything Gaming, and I hope you tune in next time. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out small channels like mine. Have a good day, and keep on gaming.